Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody asked how you could draw this. And just looking at it, there's like a diamond shape, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, maybe 13 diamonds. So let's take an ellipse. I'm going to go ahead and work in the center of the page. And it's on a slight curvature. So let's bring in some indexing lines. Let's turn on our indexing lines. I always draw in the center of the page. And I'm going to grab my 3-point curve line and I'm going to go from there to there. And then I'm going to give it a curve. About like that. Now I'm going to get rid of the ellipse. Don't really need it, I don't think. And I'm going to draw some diamond shapes. And there's several ways to draw a diamond shape, but the easiest is a 4-sided polygon and just don't hold down the control button and kind of go sideways. So let's make that one a little bit bigger. Let's hit the plus key on the keyboard and let's actually move it over here. And let's make it like 50%. Well, my ratio is unlocked, so I need to lock it and go 50%. So it's smaller. Now I'm going to grab both of them, go to Effects and Blend. And I'm going to blend 12 times. Hit Apply. Now I'm going to go and go New Path. Put it on its path. Blend along full path. And I see I need more, so I'm going to go like 14 times. As long as these aren't touching, let's keep going. Let's go 16 times. I think that's pretty good. Grab this, go up to Object and break the blend apart and get rid of our line. Now I'm going to go ahead and group these together, Control G. And by looking at another picture, it looks like there's rotated like 12 degrees. So we're going to Control D and make a duplicate. Double click on a rotation. Put it in the center of the page. And let's rotate it 12 degrees. Now their diamonds might be a little bit bigger than mine. I'll tell you what, let's rotate them 10 degrees. And then Control D, rotate them 20 degrees, and then just keep going around. Control D, Control D, Control D. So now you have, let's zoom in here and look at the original. The letters, the numbers are black, but they put some sort of trans tint or interactive fill tool. So let's see what it looks like. Well, let's see what the center looks like. You know, that might actually work. We can grab them all and turn them black by left clicking. And now let's put easiest thing to do is to select it all, group it together, hold down the Shift key, and it'll draw a box around it. Let's make the box blue. Let's go up to Object, Order, Back a Page. Now their diamonds are a lot bigger, a lot closer together, but you kind of get the idea. And then I don't know really how maybe interactive fill tool, and make this black. There we go. That looks pretty good. Maybe make it a little bit blacker. I'm going to try also giving it a little bit of trans tint. Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work. Just leave it like that. Go back to the interactive fill tool and maybe make it a little bit darker. Now, if I would have made my diamonds bigger to start with, I think it would be identical. Now, the only other thing is the red, and that's not really anything special, just make you a red box around that. Go ahead and fill it in with red. Go up to order, back a page, and that's pretty close. Let's make it smaller. Set them side by side. So if I would have made my diamonds bigger, I think it'd be pretty close. They're a little bit different in the middle. Well, that's kind of a neat effect. You know, this is actually a closed shape, so we could take the Smart Fill tool, fill it with black, and fill. Nope, can't do that. Anyway, you could play around with your diamond shapes. I believe these diamond shapes are just connected in the middle. I don't know what that is. A little alien. Man, when you spin it in and out, you can kind of see I really want to try it. Let me back up here. And if you're tired of watching, just quit. We ought to be able to get. Let me keep backing up. There we go. Sorry about that. One more back up. One more back up. Let's make our diamonds a little bit bigger. We can do that by just grabbing them both and just expand them out a little bit. Yeah, I want that one bigger. I want that one a little bit bigger. Now we'll blend again. Go up to new path, put it on our path, blend along full path. That looks pretty good. They're really not touching, and that's kind of what you want. So grab it all, go up to object, break the blend apart so you can get rid of your line. Group these together, control G. I actually made a duplicate, so I'm going to get rid of it. That's grouped together, so control D to make a duplicate. Double click on your rotation. We're going to have to zoom in to make sure it's in the center, and it's not. It's trying to, I must not have grouped that together. Let's zoom in here, see how close we are to the center. We need right in the center. And it's actually snapping to, there we go, now we're in the center. Now let's rotate it 10 degrees. I didn't make a duplicate, so go back to 0. That might be too close together now. Let's see how this looks. Turn them all black. I'm going to take away the outline. Yep, I think that looks pretty, wow, look at that. Now, select it all, hold down your shift key and hit your, okay, I didn't select it all. Select it all, hold down your shift key and double click your rectangle tool. Make it, don't fill it in with this, well you could. We could fill it in with the Smart Fill tool on blue because it's going to go around those spots. Well, see, it didn't get the white in the middle. So back up here, just make that rectangle blue. Go up to Object, Order, back a page. And then take your interactive fill tool and just kind of swipe to the left, make it black. That looks pretty close. Now let's just take another rectangle, make it red. I don't even know if they need the red. It might have just been part of the picture. Back a page. Let's reduce it in size a little bit more. That's pretty close. You know, whenever you have things selected, it kind of does that. But if you deselect it, it'll get rid of those little dots. And I could have gone more with the interactive fill tool to make it a little bit darker. It's pretty close. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.